Squeeze. Good morning, everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude. Happy Monday. Welcome to First Sip. Good morning, Fred Blanton.
Thank God it's Monday.
Yes. And that is why we are so happy that Fred showed up this morning to give us a little Call of the Wild. It's a nice icebreaker, Fred. It's a nice way to enter into this thing that we have now done 280 plus times, just starting the day with positive energy.
Why not? Russ Hammond.
Is Russ here already? Good morning, Russ. I hope Russ had a good weekend. I hope he's ready to have a great week. It's about intentionality. This week, we are going to have a fantastic week, as is Russ Hammond, as is Fred Blanton. And si, senor. I like it. So let me ask you this, Fred. Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
I had an amazing weekend. What about this weather this morning? How beautiful.
Woo! It was actually, so I've got on this white shirt with a little short sleeve. It was a little chilly. You know, I've got a little the cold weather gets to my bones quick.
What did you say you have on a white shirt?
No, I said I had on this little shirt here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No white shirt. No white shirt today. Who's in the comments? Crush it. Paul Pappy, he's going to crush it this week. What you think?
I have no doubt he's all caps. He's all in.
He's all in. It's all caps, 3 exclamations. Love it when Paul Papp comes on here. We get our mind right every single weekday morning, just a little bit of positivity to get it going. Did you watch any football this weekend?
I did see some football. You know, there's an interesting story. The Buffalo Bills last night won on a last-second field goal.
I haven't seen the highlight.
From a kicker who took the red eye to get up there a day or so ago. He don't even know half his teammates.
Wow.
But kicked the game-winning field goal.
Wow. You talk about winning your new your fellow employees over.
Was he prepared?
Ready to take action.
Always ready, because you never know when your number will be called.
Let me ask you this. What is a tougher situation? A last-second field goal by a field goal kicker or a basketball player at the line with no time left on the clock? What's a more high pressure? It's a 30-yard chip shot field goal, or it's a free throw. Which is a tougher situation?
Free throw. What do you think?
That's a tough one. It's a tough one. You know, I tell you what, have you ever tried to kick a field goal?
Yes.
That is not an easy thing. I mean, the fact that they're kicking that ball as far as they're kicking it now is just really unbelievable. Talk about getting scaled. Let's see if we got any comments here. That just means that I have a tea time today. Bills Ravens was insanity. I'm going to have to watch the highlights. I missed that. So that was a late game last night.
Yeah, that was the Sunday night football. I did not stay up to see it all.
Yeah.
I did catch some highlights this morning, and it was a good game.
I tell you what, though, there's nothing like maybe a Sunday morning watching the highlights, have you a cup of coffee, watch the highlights on Sports Center. There's something about the very thing. Good morning, Vicky Watts. Good morning, Ken. There's something about the very thing that I was going to talk about today. The energy. The energy that we get from watching a game, watching highlights, watching people win, watching the drama of a football game take place. It does something to us in our own energy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, so yesterday we're watching some football, and my youngest gets up and he starts doing these exercises that they do in football. He's like, this is what we do to warm up. Except I started adding a bounce to it.
Yeah. Oh,
so then he can't stop moving. So he goes upstairs, comes back down with his helmet and his football gloves. Hey, let's go out in the front yard and run some routes.
I love it.
Instant energy by watching about 7 minutes of football.
Oh wow! Now I love that, and we're going to stay on the athletics thing. I know. You went. Tell me about finding out. There's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of we hear all the time not to compare ourselves, but at the end of the day, if we want to be the best that we can be, sometimes we have to be ruthlessly honest with ourselves, finding out about where we stand, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. And what brings that up is we took our oldest to an event this weekend in Rock Hill. A lot of ninth grade basketball players were there, and it was to see, hey, how do you rank up with the other guys that think they're pretty good? And it was a fantastic test, and a lot of people showed up.
Yeah, and that's what it takes. You know, I mean, we don't want to be we don't want to compare ourselves in a way to where it just, if we compare ourselves and it makes us stop moving forward. If he went to that tournament, played, compared himself to those other players and said, man, I just ain't got it, and he hung it up and he quit, that's the kind of comparing you don't want to do.
Right. But sometimes that may be okay for somebody.
That's right. Yeah.
You're right. You are very aware that it's going to take so much more effort to make it. You may want to try something else.
That's right. Hey, it's kind of like what Simon Cowell did to some of those singers on American Idol back in the early days of American Idol. He cut that dream. He ended the dream for them. They found out sometimes the truth hurts, but sometimes we need to hear that. I just think it's interesting, though, because when we talk about sports, you know that if you want to maximize your potential, you're going to have to compare. Everybody else is going to compare you. You better compare yourself.
And at the end of the day, that's what happens, right? You have people watching, and they can also tell that, you know what, this guy may be a better bowler than he is a basketball player. That's okay.
And let's talk about that, because me and you were chatting about it this weekend. So whatever it is that we're built for, that we're more that is our better position. Let's say we're built like a point guard, but we really got dreams of being a power forward, right? Or whatever the case might be. We go with our body type. We go with our skills. Find that sport that is in alignment with what you love and what you are prone to be good at, right?
Yeah. And that carries over into the business world.
Absolutely.
Very, very seamlessly. You know, there's a lot of guys that want to be in sales, but their personality gears them towards project management or some sort of leadership role. I don't know, just something different.
Well, there's different types of sales, right? You've got some guys that are great relationship type folks. You know, they're like a loyal friend, a loyal dog, you might say, right? They're just good at getting around folks and being that guy. Then you've got great closers. You've got people that are going to go in and strong arm people and be more assertive. You know, you've got different types of products. You have technical products. You have more that are just more energy products, right? When people are buying on emotion, sometimes you just need somebody that can get excited about the product. So knowing ourselves, knowing what skills we bring to the table, such a big deal.
And then what's Larry say?
But hey, he says, find out.
Well, don't you want to find out earlier than later?
You do. We say we do, but we don't, right? Because part of us wants to keep the illusion going, right? Like, oh man, I'm feeling good. I have been out in the driveway, and man, I've been hitting every shot, Freddie. I am on fire. I don't want to go to a gym and find out that maybe that's not true. It's not good.
I don't want to have a defender guard me. I like shooting open shots in the driveway.
Hey,
That's like, hey, I don't want to make a cold call. I only want to call the email lead that I know they're warm.
That's right. That's exactly right. I knew a guy that could play the guitar really well. He was great. And his wife used to love to give him trouble. She'd be like, "Well, if you're so good, why don't you go play in front of a crowd?" "Oh no, I don't want to do that." It's like, hey, we get there, and then we have to keep pushing. We've got some great comments over there. I want to bring up something. Thank you for the comments. Let's see if I can find the quote. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. We talk about it a lot. We call this the energy bus into your day, because it doesn't matter what we're doing or what type of sales we're in, or if we're in project management. The energy of feeling a little bit better, of getting our mind right. That's what we're talking about. It can be personal personal energy.
This man's going to be a lawyer tomorrow.
No, I'm not.
There goes an ambulance. Boo, boo, boo.
I did want to be one, but personal energy, everybody's different. What fires us up? What fires your kids up? I'm the same way. I can watch a movie and get energized, right? I mean, I start bouncing around. What's going to happen? We get the emotional energy. We get the social energy. But that's like spiritual energy, right? Being at church on a Sunday morning and everybody, you've got a great message and the entire room goes, it's connected and it's energized. Talk about the energy. Talk about energy for life, Fred. What comes to mind for you?
Well,
anything?
When you mentioned that about you watching a movie or something, it instantly took me back to my teenage years when I could not wait until Monday night so I could watch wrestling.
No, let's go.
I would get out some weights and I would take my shirt off, and the whole time wrestling was on, I was doing presses and push-ups and curls and whatever it took to try to look like a wrestler.
Let's go. Oh my God. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That's
like Paul Pappy watching golf.
Oh man, yeah. Paul Pappy
watch golf and not want to go play.
Hey, that's exactly right, though. But we want to find ways. Hey, it's awesome when we can live vicariously through our kids, watching them get excited, watching them have energy. Energy is contagious. You go out to eat with somebody, and I don't care what they do. You could have never even heard about it or understand it. And if they're passionate about it, you're going to have a good meeting. Their energy is going to rub off on you because they're excited about their life. It's funny how that works, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Your energy introduces you before you even speak. Talking about cold calls. If you don't believe in your company, when they open that door, when you go around the corner, when you say the first word, they will hear it. If you don't believe in your company, your energy, or believe in yourself or your company. And there's ways of setting that up, but it's energy management. We can have all the time in the world and no energy and not get a doggone thing done. Energy and enthusiasm, that's the way we move the needle. And we're going to talk about it this week, the different types of energy, how to create energy, what gets us energized, like this clean house that I got going on. I'm energized about my clean house, Fred.
Yeah, and you should be, because you took the time to do it, and that makes you feel good.
It made me feel good. We might talk more about that tomorrow. Hey, Fred, it's 15 minutes in, and we've got a Monday morning to knock out. You got a final thought for us?
I do have a final thought. Go be filled with energy today and make it contagious. Go affect other people.
Just get it. Have a great day. See you tomorrow live, 7:55. And let's